Who's to know if your soul will fade at all? The one you sold to fool the world. You lost your self-esteem along the way. Yeah. Good God, you're coming up with reasons.
Hey, how you doing? So today's video has to do with dedicating time to your business. You want to achieve certain things in life, but you don't have the time. You want to start a business, but you don't have the time. You want to set some goals, but all you have done, if you have gotten that far, is to set them, but you haven't got the time to complete them. You want to read a book, but you don't have the time. You want to work out, but you don't have the time. You want to live longer, but you make the time. Interesting. You want to brush your teeth. You make the time. You want to go to the bathroom. You make the time. You want to eat a good meal. You make the time. The point that I'm saying is that a lot of individuals say that they don't have enough time. You have the same amount of hours that everyone else has. 24 hours a day. The time does not change. The only person that changes is yourself. So if you're saying you don't have enough time, that is an excuse that you continuously keep recycling and using over and over and over again. The goal is to say, I have too much time. So for individuals that want to achieve something, you have to set the goal. If you choose to write it down, if you choose to make it a visual, and then find the time to make it happen. Now, I'm an individual that I work. I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I have to be at work at 6. By the time I get out of work, I'm quite tired. I come home. I said I have to find the time to dedicate to my business. I have to find the time to read. I have to find the time to educate myself. I have to find the time to go to the gym. I still have to find the time to go rollerblading. And the weekend, I have to find the time to get my bike ride in. If I don't do it in the weekend, then I do it throughout the week. And what happens is that my body is tired at times. And I say, wow, I'm tired. But I said, no, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to recycle those excuses of I don't have enough time and all I'm going to do is sleep. Because sometimes you sit there and sleep, and next thing you know, 5 hours has gone by, and now you say, well, I don't have the time. I'm going to go take a shower and go to bed again. So you don't make the time. So we as individuals have to constantly tell ourselves we have the time. We have too much time. There's individuals, I was talking to an individual the other day, and she was like, well, Orlando, how do I find the time to do A when B, I have 2 children? And I said, well, there's got to be a break within those 2 children. When you come home from work and you take care of what you need to take care of, whatever responsibilities, there has to be a break within that time frame that you could sit down for a little while and read a book, even if it's 10 pages, even if it's 5 pages. There has to be a break. And she said, yes, I have a break. So what I do, I watch TV. And I say, you see, you have the time. And what happens is that while you're watching TV, the show, the people in the show, the actors are making their money already because you are contributing to watching their show. So how are you being honored? How are you taking care of yourself when all you're doing is sitting in front of the TV and next thing you know, 2 hours gone by? What did you learn while you watched this show? Another case in point, I was talking to another young lady the other day, and she was telling me, well, you know, my cable bill is just too much. And I was asking her, you know, do you watch all those shows that they're giving you? And she's like, well, I need them. Now, you see, this is the tricky part. I need them. No, you don't need them. You want them. So you have to find the time to separate your priorities and your needs. So myself, I'm going to use myself as an example. I shut off cable. I haven't had cable in a good 4 years. Do I need it? No. Do I want it? Maybe. But I don't miss it. See, I don't miss it because I have to find the time to educate myself. So all that time that I was given television and all that time that people were giving television, you're not really educating yourself, because all you do is honoring someone else, giving somebody else reward when you need to be rewarding yourself. So back to finding time, sit down, find a quiet place and write down your goals and make action towards your goals. Once you start, you won't turn back. Once you created a habit, like for example, when I come home and I say I'm going to the gym, it's already a habit. So if I rest for, let's say, an hour, if I take a rest, I set my clock to ring within the hour, my clothes is already set. That's another thing. When you set these goals, whatever it may be, if it's to go to the gym, have your gym bag ready. If it's to read a book, already have the book ready for you. So when you come home from work, you already set the things in plan that after I take care of A and B, I'm going to read my book for a little while. If it's a business, set the motion and plan. Don't just talk about it. I've met people that they just talk about what I want to do this, but I need this. At this point in the game, yes, you need certain things, but you also can find a lot of information online. So you can't say, well, I need this person to do it with me this way, I need this person to do it with me that way. Get your goals started, get it jumping.